I remember the exact moment I realized something was wrong. One morning, while brushing my teeth, I noticed blood on the bristles of my toothbrush. It wasn't much, but enough to make me stop. I looked in the mirror and saw something I'd been ignoring for months. My gums were receding. My teeth looked longer than before. I felt that familiar twinge of sensitivity when drinking cold water, and I knew I couldn't ignore it anymore. My dentist had mentioned it at my last appointment, but his words sounded like a death sentence. "It's normal with age," he said casually, as if gum tissue loss were something to accept, like gray hair. When I asked about solutions, he mentioned gum grafting surgery, a procedure that costs thousands of dollars and requires weeks of recovery. I left the office feeling defeated, convinced that my gums were lost forever, and that there was nothing I could do. But something inside me refused to accept that answer. I began to research obsessively. I read studies, watched videos, and interviewed people who claimed to have reversed gum recession naturally. And what I discovered shocked me. There are 7 secrets that most dentists don't tell you. Secrets that can actually regenerate your gums and stop recession before it reaches an irreversible point. These aren't miracle cures or pseudoscience. They're based on real biology, real research, and real results that people are experiencing right now. The first secret has to do with how you brush your teeth. Most of us have learned to brush aggressively, scrubbing back and forth as if we're trying to remove years of plaque in a single session. But that's exactly what's destroying your gums. Each aggressive movement causes microtrauma to the delicate gum tissue. I did this for decades without realizing the damage I was causing. The correct technique is gentle. A soft bristled brush at a 45-degree angle, using small circular motions. It seems simple, but the single change can prevent recession from progressing and allow your gums to begin healing. Your gums don't need force. They need consistency and care. The second secret is understanding silent inflammation. Most people think gum disease boils down to poor hygiene, but it's much more complex than that. Your mouth has a microbiome, a complex ecosystem of bacteria. When this balance is disrupted, harmful bacteria proliferate and your gums become inflamed. This inflammation is often silent. You may not feel it until significant damage has already occurred. The pH of your mouth matters. The bacteria you harbor matter. And most dentists never talk about this because they are trained to treat symptoms, not root causes. When I learned this, everything made sense. My receding gums weren't just a matter of how I brushed my teeth. It was about the environment I had created in my mouth. The third secret involves nutrients that almost no one mentions. Your gums are living tissue that needs specific components to regenerate. Vitamin C is essential for collagen production. Collagen is literally the building blocks of your gums. Without enough vitamin C, your gums can't rebuild themselves. Vitamin D regulates calcium absorption, which strengthens teeth and contributes to gum health. Zinc is crucial for wound healing and tissue repair. Coenzyme Q10 is a powerful anti-inflammatory that acts specifically on gum tissue. Most people are deficient in these nutrients without even knowing it. I was. When I started supplementing strategically, I noticed changes within a few weeks. My gums became firmer. Sensitivity decreased. This is the kind of information that can change everything for you, and yet most dentists never mention it. If you're dealing with receding gums, yellow teeth, chronic bad breath, damaged teeth, or weak gums, you need to know you're not alone in the struggle. And here's the important part. There's a clear path forward. There's a product that shows exactly how people are regenerating their gums naturally, without expensive surgeries, and without waiting years for results. If you want to find out how to do this on your own, the product is available at the first link in the description. Don't skip this part. It's the roadmap that connects everything. The fourth secret has to do with oral probiotics. This was revolutionary for me. Most people know about gut probiotics, but oral probiotics are different. They are specifically designed to restore the healthy bacteria in your mouth. When you introduce these beneficial bacteria, they overcome the harmful ones. The pH of your mouth normalizes. Inflammation decreases. Your oral immune system strengthens. This isn't new science. It's been studied for years, but it's rarely discussed in conventional dental offices. I started using a quality oral probiotic, and within 2 months, my gum bleeding had practically stopped. The change was undeniable. The fifth secret has to do with diet. What you eat directly. Diet affects the health of your gums. Anti-inflammatory foods like ginger, turmeric, garlic, and fish rich in omega-3 actively aid in gum regeneration. These foods are not only healthy, they are a remedy for your gums. On the other hand, refined sugar feeds harmful bacteria. Acidic drinks corrode gum tissue. Processed foods cause inflammation throughout the body, including the mouth. When I changed my diet, not drastically, just strategically, my gums responded. It took about 3 weeks for me to notice the difference, but it was real. Your gums are literally made of what you eat. The sixth secret involves deep cleaning techniques you can do at home. Most people just brush and floss, but there are deeper cleaning methods that remove bacteria that a toothbrush can't reach. Gum irrigation with an oral irrigator targets the area below the gum line. Rinsing with coconut oil has been used for centuries. It really works. It removes bacteria and reduces inflammation. Rinsing with natural salt water creates an environment where harmful bacteria can't thrive. These techniques aren't expensive. They don't require a dentist, but they are incredibly effective. I incorporated all three into my routine, and the results were impressive. My gums were visibly healthier in 6 weeks. The seventh secret has to do with time and consistency. This is what differentiates people who succeed from those who give up. Gum regeneration doesn't happen overnight. It usually takes 3 to 6 months of consistent effort to see significant results. Most people expect instant changes and give up after 2 weeks. But if you understand that you're working with your body's natural healing process, you can stay focused. Small daily changes accumulate and result in big transformations. I kept a journal tracking my progress. The bleeding decreased, the sensitivity disappeared, the recession stopped progressing. By the 4th month, my gums were visibly healthier. By the 6th month, I had regenerated tissue that my dentist said had disappeared forever. Everything I've shared with you, the nutrients, the probiotics, the cleaning techniques, the dietary changes, works best when you have a structured plan. That's why I created a complete guide that brings it all together in a practical step-by-step format. If you're suffering from receding gums, yellowed teeth, bad breath, damaged teeth, or weak gums, this guide will show you exactly what to do, in what order, and why it's important. The link is on the first page of the description. Access it now and start your gum regeneration journey today. A very effective product is ProDentim, specialized oral probiotics that repopulate the mouth with beneficial bacteria and reduce inflammation in 30 to 60 days. This product works because it treats the root cause: inflammation, microbiota imbalance, and nutritional deficiencies. But remember, no product works alone. You need the 7 secrets, plus proper nutrition and consistency. The product available at the first link shows how to combine everything into a system that really works. My gums didn't regenerate because I took a supplement. They regenerated because I changed my brushing technique, balanced my mouth's microbiome, corrected nutritional deficiencies, used specific cleaning methods, and maintained consistency for months. The products accelerated the process, but the foundation was knowledge and daily habits. This is something your dentist probably won't tell you because they are trained in a different model, but this is what is possible when you understand the biology of gum health and act on that knowledge. If you're ready to stop losing gum tissue and start regenerating what you've lost, subscribe to this channel. I'm sharing more oral health secrets that conventional dentistry ignores. Each video complements the previous one, creating a complete overview of how to regain your oral health naturally. Your gums can heal. Your teeth can strengthen. Your confidence can return. But it all starts with understanding these 7 secrets and committing to the process. Subscribe now and let's transform your oral health together.